Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 9 GP2 Division Malaysian Grand Prix, round 16 of this 9th season of the STB Racing League here at the Sepang International Circuit in Sepang, Malaysia. I'm in the com box tonight with Dicex Fusion. Sadly, TSR, Fusion. Sadly, TSR Cal can't be with me tonight. He's doing something this evening, so he sadly can't be with me. But hopefully he'll be back for next week's Japanese Grand Prix.
So you got to put up with
but Fusion, yeah, well, that's not too bad. But Fusion, yeah, we haven't had a very good turnout tonight. But what are you expecting for this Grand Prix?
Well, from when I last commentated in Spa, everyone seemed pretty close together, and the strategy around here is pretty close as well. Because tyre wear is really, really high, so it'll be pretty dependent on strategy, I think.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like unusual weather last night. Obviously, it said on the forecast that it wasn't going to rain, but then it actually did. What's your thoughts on could that happen tonight maybe, or
who knows?
We have got no rain forecast, but no in Malaysia.
I mean, in the race it's meant to be cloudy. Qualifying should be fine. There should be any rain here, but in the race it's meant to be cloudy for the whole race, so that could cause some complications.
Okay. You won last night, Fusion, in quite a changeable conditions race. What is it you needed last night to get that victory? And what advice can you give to the GP2 drivers here tonight?
Well, I got caught out by the rain in qualifying because I didn't think it was going to rain at all. I ended up going out too late, so I started from 11th. But that meant I started on fresh tyres, and I could just push that bit more in the first stint compared to everyone else, which gained me a lot of positions. So just keep your tyres fresh is probably the best tip I could give, to be fair.
Okay. Yeah, we have got quite a nice, as I'm going to spectate EP which is a new guy into the league this race. I'm just going to go on board with him because he's the first guy on a lap, Fusion, so if you want to just spectate that.
Yeah.
But no, we have got quite a nice championship hotting up here in the GP2 division. We've got, I was about to say you then. We've got Side Effects 99 in the action. We've got STB Verstappen 33 up there. He's doing a pretty good job up at the front. He's shown a lot of good pace, same with Side Effects 99. Jack Hotwood's leading the championship at the moment, so I'm really, really looking forward to see what he can do. And Dennis VKK, and of course the Fredster. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. The Fredster 352. So we've actually got about a good 5 drivers in the battle here. So I think it could well be a decent end to the season. You know, Typhon Killer not really not that close to the competitors at the front, but I do think that perhaps he could get some surprise performances and maybe get up there at around Mexico time, because I know he's very good around the tracks after this, so like Japan, America, Mexico, Brazil, those sort of tracks.
Yeah, I mean, my money's on Jack Hotwood, to be fair. I think
to win the championship.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Well, he has got
clean,
quite a sizable gap to the Fredster, but Fredster is looking very quick. He's had 2 wins already this season.
EP's he's going to get held up in the final corner.
So I'm really looking forward to see what he can do here in Malaysia. But he's got a bit of slipstream.
Yeah.
Off the 34.9. But who is that McLaren? Could he be done for impeding?
Was it Jack Hotwood?
Yeah, Jack Hotwood is coming into turn 1 and 2 now on a set of medium compound tyres. Could well be done for impeding there. Typhon Killer coming around the final corner, and he goes into the pit lane. So he hasn't had a very good week. He hasn't been able to practice that much. Same with this guy here. Spectating Side Effects 99 hasn't had a good week. Been quite busy, so he hasn't been able to get any runs in. But he is looking very competitive at the back end of the season, and it's just really interesting. Fusion, just to see Side Effects, which is like a big like guy in the league. Yeah. As he goes P6, like a guy, the only guy in this lobby that's actually been in since season 1. You know. Yeah. Keep going on about that, but it's a very good achievement to stay committed to a league even
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not racing, like still be involved till
100%.
in 3 years. So it's been very good for him. But he's coming around this corner now. It's looking well. He's quicker than me.
Just
Well,
spectating
that's not.
dear old Jason 91. Oh, he's
Yeah,
going
that
in
is
pits.
DRL reactions. Viewers that if you're watching and you're confused about who he is. Fredster, 6 tenths off STB 733, but he's on a set of medium, so
Yeah.
that's quite impressive. Same with Jamie, and same with Jason as well. Quite impressive. Quite impressive lap times here.
Yeah, I mean, the two most realistic strategies, if it's going to be dry, is to either qualify on softs and go on to mediums, then go on to the hards, or qualify on
Yeah,
mediums and
hards are the mandatory tyre,
mandatory.
aren't
Yeah, so you have to run them. Or if you're qualifying on mediums, do 2 medium stints, and then onto the hards at the end.
they? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if
Have
you're
to see what
qualifying,
these drivers do.
if you're qualifying on softs, you need to do a bit of tyre saving on the hard stint at the end. Because I've tested that myself, but right, who else we
Also,
got?
Fusion, the also I don't know. You obviously caught was you caught out by the pit lane last night?
What, the limiter?
Yeah.
No.
No, you wasn't, was it? No, but a few drivers were. Yeah, it's a very unusual pit limiter.
Yeah,
It's
it
quite,
comes up
you,
pretty quick.
You think it's well, personally, I think it's the first one. Every time I go in the pit lane, I think it's the first line. Like there's 2 lines in there. I think it's the first line, but it's actually the second line. So,
Yeah.
predictions, Fusion. How many people do you think could get caught out by the pit limiter?
Ooh, I'm going to say 2.
2 people.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will see here in Malaysia. As we've
Only
got
person.
STB 733.
Yeah, he's the only
Down
person in the top 5
straight
that's
now.
out on track.
Got an P1. This track is always had pretty good races. Just say Future. And last night was a pretty decent Grand Prix. Not for me, because you screwed my race up. But no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's quite interesting. I had a good battle with IS Hamilton, who's new into the league, and it's just it's very interesting.
Yeah, it was quite fun to race with somebody that's clean for once. So yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, well, Typhon Killer at the moment, currently in P number 12. What's your opinion on Typhon Killer so far this season? Because he's had a lot of good run of success.
Yeah, he's consistent, I'd say. I think being consistent is
Do
probably
you
one
think
of
he
the
has a shot at the
biggest.
championship?
Well, I think that depends on what everyone else does. I mean, my money is still definitely on Jack Hopwood to win it, but who knows?
I don't know, because it was so when Melanie, Ninjas, and all them left,
Yeah.
due to like other commitments and stuff. It's been like, well, it's been very, very close. You got, obviously, I said Jack Hopwood, you've got the Fred Stab, you've got Typhon Killer like at the back. There's 5 people that are in. Well, there's like 6 drivers. It's so close, but the main people are the Fred Stat, Jack Hopwood, and Side Effects and Dennis VKK. They're the 4. They're the top 4, and then you've got STB 733, which is quite close as well. And then you've got Typhon Killer. There's 6 drivers, which are about 50 points. So that's the gap between them. So it is quite close in the top 5.
Yeah, it should be.
But
Should be,
I'm putting my money on Side Effects 99. He's pulled a lot of good performances in the bag, and we're on round 16 right now. After this, we've only got 5 more rounds. I personally think if Side Effects can get a good result here, Fusion, possibly a podium, he could be on set for his first STB title.
Yeah, it should be very close. in
Pretty
Abu
interesting,
Dhabi.
but I'm really looking forward to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it should be brilliant. Can't wait to watch. I think DRL Jason's on for a pole lap here. 23,
to have a
4, 32, 0. Yeah, he should be off pole. Well, he should be.
So if he hasn't invalidated his lap time.
I think it's sharp.
I am a little bit jealous though. He's got. I've put him in the Toro Rosso. I'm a bit jealous of him because that Toro Rosso is very nice. It's better than the Red Bull. So here we go. Then he's taking a nice short line to the.
It's pole.
When she's tapping that, he's like 34.
Half a second.
So decent there from DRI Jason.
I mean, STB
Showing
Verstappen's
himself
on
for
a lap.
next season now.
STB Verstappen's on a lap. I think he's about to come in. Yeah. PC in the pits. Fredster.
Have a look where Fredster goes. 23.4 in the first sector. Decent first sector there, but he's coming through the fast sections. This is where I hit the curb on the outside here, Fusion.
Yeah, and you spin across.
That's what happened to me. So that could happen to the drivers here.
I mean,
6 minutes left to qualifying.
The Fredster is 200ths up on DRL Jason in the first sector.
Very
Looks
good
pretty
between these
clean.
two.
Looks pretty clean so far. 32.0. Oh, wow. They're literally doing identical lap times at the moment. It's all down to this final sector.
Lovely corner in there from the Fred.
Oh.
Bit of lag in the lobby.
Yeah.
Which not too bad. DRS then.
In the run,
very quick.
the run you get out of that right-hander is so important, because if you get a poor exit, it just sticks with you this whole way down the straight.
Yeah.
You know, stick to the inside curb as close as you can, probably just a little bit of understeer there, but...
There you go, great exit out the final corner, and is it going to be P1?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it is. P number 1 by 1 1/4 tenths.
Yeah,
Decent.
he gained all of that in the final sector.
Very good there from Fredster, P number 1. But can anyone actually get in the 133s?
So where's Jack Hopwood? What's he doing?
Like what? He's down in he's on an out lap right now, so he's coming on to his lap on a set of softs.
What's he doing?
He's doing a Perez. That corner.
Yeah.
Arguably the hardest corner on the Formula 1 calendar.
Yeah, so once you get your front left on that
off
curb,
camber.
it just carries you onto it, so...
That's the word, isn't it? Off camber. And then you don't know. Is that the word for it? I'm not sure if that's the right word.
Sure, to be fair as well. didn't look like Jack Hopwood got the best exit out of the final corner.
Well, he's starting his lap now. So let's have a look.
Oh,
right on board with him. He's got...
Very lucky that car didn't come out of the pits a couple of seconds earlier.
Timed it quite nicely there as Jack Hopwood. Here we go then. So right in front of him around this corner.
Stay close.
This long corner here is probably my favourite corner of the game.
24.
The favourite corner of my track. Fusion. Yeah, not good first sector, but that long-term free, the right-hander is probably my favourite corner on the track because it's the only corner I can actually do. So,
yeah.
There you go. Oh, and he's gone a little bit on the curb there, but he's going to come through this fast 2 right-handers now.
Do you not think he might be running quite a high amount of aero?
I'm not sure, but he has shown us this season. But he isn't that good in qualifying. He isn't that decent in qualifying, but he does show it. He does show that he's got the pace in the race. So.
Yeah, he's lost another 8 tenths in the second
We'll just have
sector
to
alone.
see. Have a look. Side effects were in P8. He needs to get a hurry on.
Yeah. And that car he's driving just doesn't look fun to drive at all.
Jack Hopwood.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth him finishing his lap because he's
been driving it all season.
Yeah. Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, he's going to get disqualified.
Oh, nice rallying skills there from Jack Hopwood.
Yeah.
We should make a Dirt 4 league for him. Into pit lane he comes.
Did he do a lap on the mediums or?
Yes, he did.
Alright, so maybe that's why he pitted.
Leopard bike, playing it cool right now. He's on a set of mediums. Same with Jack Hopwood. Same with Typhon Killer. But Tom Kelly's now going on a set of soft, so he's now on a set of soft compound tyres. I think Fusion, even though we've only got 12 people in this lobby, this could actually be a very good race. Like how tight it is, it could be a very, very clean race.
Yeah, does somebody just leave or join?
Retired. It could be a very clean race in terms of battles. That doesn't make sense, but I'm just going to go with it anyway. A good, entertaining race.
Yeah, so it looks like Fred's staying in. Oh no, he's coming
2
out.
2,000ths of a second. 2,000ths of a second between Jason and Jammy that right there. So
yeah,
it's pretty decent lap times. Typhon Killer coming onto a lap. He's going to have to time this perfect. Just not get any traffic. Like Hartwood. Don't know what he's doing here, but he's currently in P11. He could be starting at the back of the grid.
I mean, you've got DRL Jason in second, just about to start that, but he shouldn't have took that line. So he's going to get a slow exit out the final corner.
You can spectate Jason. I will spectate Typhon Killer. So Typhon Killer's now coming onto a lap.
Let's see what he does. Looks like he's got a bit of traffic up into turn 1. And a bit deep.
P8 for Typhon Killer.
Turn 2 as well.
135.2.
Can you try and find out who that McLaren is, I think, coming into turn 4 now?
That is Jack Hotwood, and he's currently on a set of soft compound tyres. I don't think... Is he going to get around in time?
6.
Yeah, he should do. Should do.
No, he shouldn't. He's not going to get around. 23.
He should.
Oh. DRL Jason 2 tenths down in the first sector. But he could use the slipstream on Jack Hotwood if he catches up to him in time down the back straight and then pit straight, so...
It's going to be... yeah, it's going to be quite close, actually.
31.9. Oh, he's improved in his middle sector. It all depends if he can get the slipstream.
The distant slipstream as well, yeah. Having cut the tyres from the session, coming in P8.
Oh, what's Jack Hotwood doing? What's Jack Hotwood doing?
He's cut across the corner to try and get a lap in, but...
That's just going to help. That's really going to help the DRL Jason now, because he's in perfect slipstream range. Oh, he's just pulled out of it.
Is he going to get to the line? Is Jack Hotwood... No, he's not. He's not going to get a lap in. He's not going to get a lap in here in Malaysia.
I think he has.
Has he?
Oh, no.
No, Jack Hotwood will start at the back of the grid. The current championship leader will start at the back of the grid here in Malaysia. Fusion, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, we saw last night what happens when the championship leader started at the back, but...
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what happens.
Leopard bike on a lap. Yeah, well, keeping a close eye on him. That's pretty good, because that means he's the only driver now on the grid. He ain't got a good turnout. No.
Is he P11 or P10?
He's P11.
So he doesn't even have to start on his mediums as well.
I thought we had 14 in the lobby, but no. Okay, my mistake. But no, we got 11, so he'll be the only driver to be able to start on fresh tyres. That could really help him. Leopard bike P2. Leopard bike up into P2. Look at that. So what time it was? 34.1.
When did DRL Jason
What's Jammy done? Oh, and Alfie's left. What's happening here? So we'll try and get Alfie into the lobby.
What, will he be able to join back, or?
I don't think he will, you know. But in P1 is Jammy James M. Second is Leopard Bike 45. Third is DRL Jason 91. Fourth is Lafresta. Fifth is STB 733. Sixth is EPT. Seventh is Dennis Figure K. Eighth is Tom Keller. Ninth is Side Effects 99. And 10th was going to be Alfie, but I think it may well be Jack Hotwood. Right, Fusion, we're going to leave now, and we're going to get into the action for the formation lap in a minute. Okay. So Fusion, what's your conclusions from that qualifying?
Well, the biggest surprise, Jack Hotwood. I mean, he was my favourite to win here in Malaysia and to win the title, but it seems that everyone else at the front is pretty close as well. So that could cause a lot of trouble for Jack Hotwood, as they might pull away before he can get close to them. I need to invite that to the session, by the way.
Yeah, just give me a few minutes. I'll give me a few moments. Rather. Okay. Are you able to get in, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then spectate. Hopefully, Alfie's joined as well, so hopefully he can get back into the action.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I've got the sun going through my blinds, absolutely blinding me.
So yeah, Fusion. So you've said Fredster, no, not Fredster, Jack Hotwood, sorry, for the title.
Yep.
I've gone, I've gone for quite a unusual person in Side Effects 99.
So who's
But no, what's your predictions?
STB?
What's your predictions, Fusion, for who's gonna win this race?
Wait, is there anybody on the mediums or?
I don't know, but anyone?
Oh, what? Ah. Oh, what's happened at the back? Someone's spun. Or is that my car?
Yeah, it's your car.
Yeah.
12 on Killers left the game. 12 on Killers disconnected under formation lap conditions. So Fusion, yeah, if you could just tell us, what can you expect from this race?
Well, I'm gonna go for.
Oh, everyone's disconnecting. Wait there. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, what is going on here?
People are just joining back to the game.
Oh, what's that noise?
I don't know.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay.
Who's that in
is
second that's Ghost? Is that?
Leopard Bike back in the lobby? Right, Leopard Bike is back in, so.
Can't help what if STB Maldi.
Oh yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
But no, Fusion, we've seen this yesterday in qualifying. It said that there was no rain expected. Look at the clouds. Looking at some rain this race. Jack Hotwood, quite interesting, he's got a set of mediums. So yeah, Jack Hotwood is the only guy on mediums.
I mean, I'd say Jack Hotwood is on the quickest strategy. Not by far, but I'd say it's a good 5 seconds quicker. It means you can just push a bit more on your tyres rather than if you're starting on soft, which everyone else is. You kind of have to be a bit conservative.
Yeah. I'll just quickly send in a message.
Let's get back on board with Jamie James.
I'm not liking Leopard Bike right now because he's an AI. He's an AI right now. He needs to get back in the action as quickly as possible.
Do you know what I think? He's just doing that just so it does the formation up for him, then he'll take back control. Just so he doesn't get involved in the instance.
We will see.
Broadcast? Is that? Yeah. Oh shit, he's clicked blinds. My blind's doing the opposite. It's just stupid. Hey, you got one viewer, love it.
Okay, right, here we go then. For some reason I'm going to have to retire, but... Okay then.
So here we go.
Okay, then,
who's that
lights
poor
out,
start
and
from
away we
Mercedes?
Here in Malaysia. That
Looks
was
like-
staying back, battling with
Looks
the
like
AI.
Jamie James has got a really poor start as well.
Oh, free into first corner.
Oh, no, who's that? Jamie James down to 7th. it's
big
spinner.
crash, there's a spinning Mercedes side effects. Virtual safety car. So, I don't really know what happened there because there was loads of like 2002 style like gangbangs into turn 1, but Fusion, what could you see down there? Because
Well, I think it's just a case of too many cars trying to take one line into a corner. I mean, we saw 3 wide going into turn 1. There's probably like another 2 or 3 cars, or 2 or 3 wide going into turn 2. So I think it's just racing instance, but it's really affected Jamie James, who's now in 6th from pole, or in the space of 2 corners.
So sorry, Fusion. Who did you say you thought was gonna win this race? You
Jack
went
Hotwood.
for Twin. Jack Hotwood.
Yeah.
I'm going for Fred Stapp. He's shown supreme pace in the last
Yeah.
Since he's returned in Germany. So I'm really. But Jack Hotwood, if the rain comes,
Mm.
could be good for him. So
I think the virtual safety car's just about to end.
So driver's going to be trying to get as much time as possible under VSC.
Yeah, I think it's ending now. It looks like Dennis VKK is pushing a bit more. Yep.
Here we go then. So virtual safety car is over, and now it is time for the drivers to get back racing. So there is a little bit of battle now. EPT side effects. Now side effects didn't have good words. Had an argument with Jack Hotwood last week about his driving. So
Oh, looks
Jack
Typhon
Hotwood's
Killer
not-
in the gravel.
Typhon Killer's gone. Typhon Killer, one of the main contenders for the title, and now side effects, also one of the main contenders. He's
Free wide.
battling
This
with
could
one
be
of Jack
free
Hotwood's
wide this time on again. If left
main
bike's a bit
rivals now down into turn number
fast.
one.
Oh,
Sorry
left
for you
bike
to
it.
keep
Oh.
on talking over you, but side effects here. Sorry to keep talking over you.
No, that's fine. That's nice.
Both Mercedes side by side into turn 1 and 2.
Oh,
Leopard bike
oh,
and
geez,
side
that
effects.
close.
So close here. Oh, we're back in the slipstream.
Needs to look for the inside.
Side effects. Great defending there on EPT, and EPT down into P9.
Oh,
Oh,
what was
this
a
is
bit?
interesting.
Oh, around
is
the outside
good.
here. No.
No. Leopard
Oh.
bike makes a mistake, and EPT gets on the
PT.
curb.
Yeah. Anything happening up front?
Loads.
It's all
Nice and close.
kind of all looks like
Jason
single
followed
file.
by Dennis, followed by Fresta right now. So Fresta's going to try and get back on the action, and Dennis made a mistake, and that's handed for Fresta P number 2 now. But Dennis is going to try and get back on the action, but he can't because he's too slow off the apex. He's even holding up his teammate.
2-4 continues good glide here. Surely not around the outside there.
It's on the curb. That's a nice exit anyway. He's going to be on the inside now. He's estimated 7.3. Jammy's in the slipstream with Dennis. So it's going to be free wide into the final corner.
Oh,
This
he's getting
is what we love
boxed
to see
in.
The GP2 division. Here we
Oh,
go.
he's
On
turned
the
in on him.
inside. Oh, he's so close, but he gets on the curb. Jammy now going to try and go around the outside.
STB Verstappen.
Oh, this is good. Side effects.
Oh, there's two
down.
cars side by side there. Who's that? Oh, Leopard bike's got past Jack Hotwood.
Oh, so Jack Hotwood here. But remember, he's on a set of mediums, so he's doing a good job catching, still keeping up.
Oh, is there two
Jammy
cars
now
side
into
by side
P4. Oh, is he gonna? No, he can't. He's been defended there.
Come back on board with STB Verstappen. Is this Dennis VKK, Jammy James, and STB Verstappen battle could get top two are just pulling away. Oh, is that Jamie James having a poor exit, or is that just lag? I think Jamie James is lagging a bit.
Yeah, I can see that. But he isn't too bad on my screen. I don't know about yours, Fusion, but it's not too bad. Well, I can see Fred's still catching up to Jason.
Oh, look at the top two.
Yeah, it's quite close.
Yeah. Oh, with Jason, he's gone to broadcast. That's gone to that.
Okay, so Fred's to DRS on Jason.
That's not vital to overtake down this straight, but now Fred's on the outside, we can get the sort of switch back and get a better exit, which
DRS.
She sort of has. Pulled out the slipstream slightly too early there, I'd say, but he's still got past
Can't
him.
really go
Comfortably in front as well.
Jason can't.
Oh,
but no, Jason can try and go
Wow.
around the outside. I'll try to move around this section quite a lot of times in my STB racing, but can't put it off there. Can Jason up into P1 goes for Redster.
so it's about lap 6 or lap 7. Should expect to start seeing some pit stops from the guys that are on the softs.
STB 733 is
Wait, how is Jack Hotwood now in
GP2
fourth? Or is he always in fourth?
Don't know. Verstappen's had to pit, same with Leopard bike, so there may have been some sort of collision there. Look at it after the race. Typhon Killer in P7.
So it looks like Leopard Bike and Verstappen are going to do 2 hard stints, which isn't ideal because they go about 12 laps, 13 maximum. So
or 14, and they punch her like mine.
Yeah, 13 safely.
Yeah.
I mean,
but then with traction, it may be a little bit longer.
This could actually work out for Verstappen and Leopard Bike because they're not fighting Renault. They can just push as hard as they want now.
Darth Killer up the inside of the Mercedes, and he goes into pit lane. Same with the Red Bull. So Darth Killer safely in P6 there, trying to go as long on those tyres as he can.
Jason and Jamie.
Jack Hotwood. Here we go, round the outside of Jamie. Can't do it.
Oh,
no,
yeah, Jamie's definitely lagging.
Is he?
Yeah. He was literally right beside Jack Hotwood, and he just teleported about 4 cars in front. Or 4 car lengths in front.
Okay. This is quite an interesting strategy. Jason's gone on to another set of softs. Fusion.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Unless he's doing a soft, then a medium, and then a hard, or he's doing 2 soft stints and then just doing 1 hard stint.
Might be. I'll have to see.
But I wouldn't say the tyres are quick enough to warrant an extra pit stop, so you might have had a bit of... Oh, rain! Is that rain?
It's raining! Yeah, it's raining! Yeah. The flashes came, the iconic flash. That could have just gifted Mason.
Jack Hotwood as well, he's in a perfect position now. He can make these tyres last.
He's in P3. He's in P3, Jack Hotwood, P3. Yep. Oh, this is going to be great. But Fraser's staying out. Tony Dennis. Jack Hotwood's obviously going to... He's obviously on the fresher tyres.
Yeah. I mean, if he's lucky...
Jamie's had to go in the pits.
He's
Jamie. Sorry. Is Jamie going to go in the pits now? So Jamie's in the pits. Is he going to go on a set of intermediates?
No. Shouldn't. It's way too dry. It's only just started raining.
Wow, no, in Malaysia. Oh, he's messed up his race, just like me.
I mean, it's true that with Malaysia it does affect you quite quickly. I mean, in qualifying yesterday, it barely started raining just as I came out of the pits, and already by the second sector I was just skidding everywhere. So
look at how much Jack Hotwood has caused up to Danish 50k right now. Definitely the better tyre.
And the Fredster's miles in front. 5 seconds, 4.8 seconds.
Yeah, Frez is also struggling as well. Jack Hotwood's very quick right now. Yeah, he's going to try and get the overtake done. Yeah, nice and easy on the brakes. Up his inside, hits the curb, and there you go. Up into P2. Yeah, Jack Hotwood, it's McLaren 1-2 for the first time in quite a long time, isn't it, Fusion?
Yeah. Shame we can't see that in real life now, but yeah. But Hamilton's quite happy he got out of that mess. Literally just as it started, really, isn't he?
Yep.
As soon as he left in 2013, McLaren were mid-table or midfield, whatever you want to call it.
Don't really know what's happened to McLaren over the years. Obviously, they were amazing, as we saw in like 2008 and.
Yeah, there's talks of going back to Mercedes as well.
Oh, okay. Well, enough of the McLaren talks. We're going to have.
Who's that in
now
second stayed out?
It's
was it Sauber?
Top One Killer and Jack Hotwood have both stayed out. Fraser then coming on to a set of intermediate C Fusion. I called it. Rain could. I said rain could come, and it has.
I think he has.
Here in Malaysia.
I think that's too early because I need to start raining. I don't think that's the best choice. We'll go on board with him, but just to
Malaysia. Got Fred stuff.
I think that's the wrong choice. There's no spray at all. It's barely even raining. The track isn't even wet yet.
Yeah, look at Jamie.
Yeah. He's ruined his race.
He's done a 2009 Kimi Raikkonen.
Yeah. What was that, 2000s?
2009 was when Raikkonen went on to the full wets when it was all dry because there was going to be like a massive shower. That was actually the second ever race I watched.
Now means that Jack Hopwood is in the lead. He's in the perfect
Dennis
position
VKK
now.
also has gone on Inters. And he's struggling. See?
So, my,
Last night, Fusion, it affected us within one lap. It's took at least 2 already in this GP2 Malaysian Grand Prix. So it's all kicking off here in Malaysia and Typhon Killers in P2.
I'd say lap 9. End of lap
Typhon
9.
Killers in the pits. This has been a great call from Jack Hopwood.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to jinx it. My prediction has paid off again.
What? Who did I even say I thought was going to win?
You said
I
Fredster.
can't even remember. I said Fredster. Stop and go penalty for Typhon Killer. So he's had some sort of issues and now he's into the pits. And there he goes. Off he goes in car 13.
Oh, look at Fredster. He's just understeering everywhere. I mean, even
Leopard
by the
bike.
time... Go on.
Right, Leopard Bike and Verstappen going side by side there. Down into turn number 1, P8 and 9. Back end of the points.
Yeah, so Leopard Bike's caught up to STB Verstappen and overtook him. So I think Leopard Bike's behind Verstappen when he pitted.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But with Fredster, by the time it even gets ready for intermediate conditions, his tyres are going to be completely burned out anyway. Look how far...
Typhon Killer. Sorry, can I just say Typhon Killer went into the pit lane and he's gone to another set of softs.
Yeah. It's nowhere near ready for Inters yet at all.
Has Fredstad destroyed
Jack
his
Hopwood's
chance of the
staying out.
championship? I know there's 5 races after this. But he could well have destroyed his chances because, you know, all points count at this time of the season.
I mean, for all we know, it might not even get to intermediate condition. It might just be like a little shower and it will stop again.
Yeah, no, well. Fredstad defending hard, but it's not enough for the McLaren and EPT now. Through he goes. This has been a pretty decent race. Typhon Killer's through as well, but Typhon Killer's also going to be going up the inside of EPT now, up into P number 5. Definitely needs these points over Fredstad if he's to try and challenge for his title later on.
EPT in his slipstream as well.
EPT back
Could we?
in the 16,
Oh yeah, he's getting in his slipstream. Could we see a dive bomb? No.
Typhon Killer defending on the outside. He's going to have the inside for the turn number 2, but is it going to be enough? Fredstad getting caught by Leopard Bike and Verstappen, but EPT has to stay behind. Leopard Bike round the outside. Fredstad gets on the curb.
Just so much more grip.
But Fredstad's
Looks
still
like
going to be on the
Verstappen's
inside.
getting-
Fredstad's going to be on the inside for Fusion and Leopard Bike. Quite aggressive there on turning, but got the overtake done.
So
Fredstad
much
down into
more grip.
P8. Fredstad, P8.
Quite like,
Jason as well. He's gone on to intermediates. Side effects. He's in P3.
Wow. Could Jack Hopwood stay out
this
for one
is-
more lap? I think he needs to stay out.
EPT is into P5. Leopard Bike's in P6 now. Verstappen 33 is in
Hopwood's coming
P7.
in.
Fredstad.
Yeah.
I can't
Looks
put
like Jack
in, but
Hopwood's
remember
struggling a bit now,
Fredstad.
actually. He's very...
He's been on. Yeah, he's been on those tyres for quite a long time now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Fusion Fredstad has, so those tyres can be quite.
See what Jack Hopwood goes on to.
Have a look. Can be inters or softs or what? Probably inters.
Looks like
I'd imagine
Inters.
it's inters.
Yeah, it's Inters.
Yeah, intermediates. Yeah, intermediates. So into the pit lane. Definitely, I think he's definitely going to get out ahead of. Definitely head out ahead of Fredstad. But there's a nice battle going on here. Typhon Killer stays out. Oh, okay. This is side effects in the pit lane. And it looks like Jammy's made some sort of mistake in the braking zone into the pit lane. He's got gravel on his soft compound tyres there.
I mean,
Prester's jumped them, but he's only down. He's only up into P4.
Just saying, I called it. End of lap 9. Everyone's on Inters.
Decent fusion, decent.
Oh, yeah. It still doesn't even look ideal for Inters because Jack Hotman's understeering everywhere.
Dennis! Dennis up the inside! Dennis! Collision! He spun out EP2.
Ah, I got that just at the wrong time.
Just turned into him at the first corner. Yeah.
Another second early and I would have got the whole
recorded.
collision. Yeah.
Recorded getting into the Sherrod's office.
Typhoon Killer. Oh, Typhoon Killer's gone wide.
Typhoon Killer goes wide, but Verstappen's going to be on the... Yeah, Verstappen's through. One set of hards there. He's through.
The understeer.
Fresta's definitely going to jump these, but Fresta's got quite a long way to go to catch up to Jack Hotwood. 19 seconds. To be exact.
I mean, he's got to go a second a lap quicker.
Hmm.
Yeah, interesting.
Jammy's doing a Perez. Jammy's doing a Perez there.
Still at the gap between Jack Hotwood and Fresta is the end of that. I presume that Verstappen and who else was it? The Sauber, whoever that was coming in as well. There's 19.4. That's 19.5. They're matching each other. I've got my lovely Ferrari just stuck at turn 1. So I think it's going to be a pretty boring race now. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it was really sizing up. To be a good race, but
we could see a transition back to slicks as well, which could. Fred's to 2 temps up and Jack Hotwood in the first sector, which is basically 3 corners. Fred's has gone wide.
yeah, Fred's just kind of struggling.
Who's that?
Yeah,
behind
Fusion.
Fred's
How important is it to make the right call onto intermediates and full wets when it's changeable conditions? How important is it?
I mean, as we've seen with Fredster, he was in the lead comfortably. He's gone. Wait, was he in the lead or? I think he was top 3 at least. He was close in top 3. Minimum, and yeah, he's gone in a couple of laps early. Now he's 20 seconds behind the lead. So that's what he can do to you.
Yeah, well.
3 match each other in the middle
Looks like
section.
Jason's catching there, Fresta.
Jason, there he is. Why is Fresta going in?
Fredster. Oh, Fresta's in. Oh, what's happening here then?
I think he's going on to wets or something. There's blue skies as well coming. I can see in the final corner, there's blue skies. This could be because he's completely burned out his. Yeah, he's going to another set of inters.
So this could still be a good race because we could see Fredster overtake a few people. So it could be a good race. Still be decent.
We could see Jason catch up to 22 seconds, or 22.1. Stay on board of him in the second
EPT's in 9th. And Typhon Killer's out the lobby. I don't know if he's joining back. I'm not sure. But Dennis in P7. I do feel sorry for Dennis.
Yeah. He looked. Where did he qualify? Dennis. Yeah. Wait, no.
Qualified in P7.
Oh, okay.
He had a decent start as well, but no.
22.1. Oh look, Jason's caught Jack Hopwood by 4 attempts in the middle sector. Who's that? Is it somebody retired or left or?
Lagged out, I think. Just give
Can't see
them a quick
because
invite back.
there's the things at the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can get him back in the game.
It'd be interesting to see what the gap is between Jason and Jack Hopwood, because my assumption was that Jack Hopwood was running quite a lot of aero in qualifying. And pretty much the final sector is 2 massive straights, so that could. So it's 21.7, 21.6.
Could
So
Jason
one
still win
more.
this race?
Oh, it depends. It all depends if Jack Hopwood makes a mistake, or if Jason makes a mistake, or if it goes back to dries, or if it goes to full wets. I think it doesn't look like it's going to go to full wets because you can see quite a lot of breaks in the clouds at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, see some.
Ray's just up the inside of Dennis, but he can't do anything about that.
Oh, Fred's going to first.
He's going to take us through this.
Oh, can he go for up the inside? Nah. Oh.
Oh, a bit of contact.
Basically just crawling around.
I'm not
Just
looking,
like little corner cut there.
I'm looking too comfortable.
Look at Petey catching up on these two as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's left.
Oh, why did he has to have lagged out.
Not sure. I'm gonna have to invite him back. Take us through this
I'll
battle
stand board
fusion.
for Fredster.
Voila.
Oh,
Well, I
could
find
Dennis
it.
think, oh, I think he's going up the inside. Is that him joined back, PT?
I'm not sure. Yep.
Fredster. Oh, Fredster's
Fred's
really
out
messed
across
up
the
there.
cross there. Oh, that was.
Oh, he's getting stuck on the
That
curb
was a
there.
bit scary.
He's got that as well. Any other close
Side
battles
effects
in there?
catching. Few side effects. Quite close to Jamie right now. He's catching up to first place as well. Pretty decent. Jason has got 14 laps to catch 20.9 seconds. See if he can do it.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen.
Leopard bike in 5th. He's doing a decent job. And then you've got Fredster now. Finally got past Dennis. He's into the pit lane. So let's see what he's going to be doing. And another set of intermediates.
Yeah, PT's back, so he could be closing back on this.
The really
Wait,
now the only battle we're
who
really
was,
looking at is side effects and jamming.
Is Dennis VKK coming in the pits, did you say? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone to another
Yeah.
new set of intermediates.
Has STB Verstappen, is he lagged out? Or is he ghosted? at the
No,
moment,
he's
so-
back in. He's back in.
Ah.
No? Well, I think he is. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're just looking at side effects right now.
You know what, I think it looks like it's getting a bit worse.
You reckon?
Yeah. I mean, there was a break in the clouds at the final corner, but that's... Could we see the wets?
I'm not sure if we could. I don't
Jason's coming in.
know. Oh, what's he going to do? Interesting to see.
If we're going down to turn 1, it looks like the sky's bright, but it's...
Well, it is Malaysia, so...
There's another set of inters, it looks like.
So side effects right now into P4. Yes.
Wow.
It's what he needs. P3, sorry. It's what he needs to do and catch up to Jamie as well. Well, it's under it. It's Under a second.
Wait, what's happened to
Wow. 1.9.
Hang on. Oh yeah, no. I just thought Jamie James was quite a lot closer to Jack Hopwood than he was, but it's like it's 28 seconds.
No, it's because DRL pitted, isn't it? So
Yeah.
what would I said? We could have a bit of action because race is pitted, but at the moment we're not getting much.
Everyone's pretty split up. We might see Jack Hopwood pit in this lap.
Let's have a look then.
We're going to, it looks like it. No, oh. Ah, what is Jamie James doing there? He's downdrifting.
Yeah, Jamie James looks to be quite struggling here. Side
Yeah.
effects looks to be a little bit like me, Fusion. Not that quick in the drive, but he's rapid in the wet. Look at him, he's absolutely flying compared to Jam. He's actually one of the fastest guys around Malaysia.
Yeah, we just lost our only viewer. Oh dear. He was there for a good half an hour though, Jamie James
Yep.
pitting.
Jamie James in the pit, same with Leopard Bike, so Side Effects staying on there, he's into P2. Can he catch 30.4 seconds in 12 laps? We're about to find out. Yeah, we've had a lot of good moments. Oh! Slicks for Jamie James! Okay.
Oh way, it's still raining. What is he doing?
Slicks for Jamie James.
It's still absolutely tipping it down. What is he doing? See
Okay,
that
well,
spray coming off his tires? I was going to stay on board with him to see if he completely bottles it. Yeah, look at that. Look at the understeer. What has he done?
he's found a dry
Completely
line.
ruined
You
his
can
race.
see him trying to find that dry line, but
Like he's going around the outside and the wet lines. That's just stupid.
wow, he has messed his race up here in Malaysia. But look at Jason, looking quite near to Fresda right now.
Let's go back.
Fresda back into P3 as well.
See if Side Effects is catching. No, he's literally just matching. Side Effects and Jack Hopwood have literally got identical pace at the moment, so. The Jack Hopwood pitting or. No, he's staying out again. So he's been on these intermediates for. How many laps? He's only been in them for 7 laps. Jack Hopwood with 1 warning. Oh, Fred's has got 2 penalties. Maori?
Sorry, yep.
Yeah, Fred's has got 2 penalties.
Oh, okay.
Jason's got 2 penalties as well. Side Effects on the wets.
Side Effects has gone on wet.
Yep. Well, I said it was looking like it was getting a bit worse, but let's see what this does, because this could be really, really interesting in his fight with Jack Hopwood. Let's see if Leopard Bike pulls away from him out of turn 2. Yeah, I think Side Effects has gone to the wrong tyre as well. Yeah, look how far Leopard Bike is. Yeah, it's another poor strategy decision.
PT and P4, and Jason now catching up to Fredsta.
Fredster back up into second despite his strategy gaff right at the start of the race as well. Looks like Jason's going to go up the inside maybe. So I've got a better camera. Jason going wide. lose a slipstream. Staying out of slipstream for some reason, Jason. Bit interesting. That's one of these kind of bits. No, he's getting very close on the exit of the final corner though. Doesn't look like Jason's very confident staying in the slipstream of Fredster.
I'm seeing that too. EPT's in the pits as well. So if you just keep an eye on that, I'm just going to see what tyres he goes on.
Looks like Jason gets really, really close under braking, but under traction he just loses it. Oh, Fredster getting a bit of oversteer there. I mean, Jason just closes right up onto the Fredster under braking, and then it negates itself under traction. It's weird. Oh, what's happened? Mate, I think Jason's just lagged out.
Yeah.
Getting back into that screen is really, really close. Oh, really close. It is the only close battle we've got at the moment, I think, so. Yeah. It was literally the only close battle we had. Everyone is... Oh, I think... Oh, the wet started to work.
He keeps disconnecting. If you want to just take us through the drivers, I'm going to try and get Jason back in.
Let's go back up to... Yeah, Hopwood. Still staying out in the mints. Looks like he's understeering a bit now. I think that was just poor. He's just missed his braking point a little bit.
He keeps disconnecting.
Keep trying though, because that was going to give us something to commentate on.
Leopard bike to P3.
Was that a corner cut from Jack Hopwood or?
Is the wet's working now or?
Who what?
Are the wets starting to work for side effects? I'm not quite sure.
Let's have a look. Side effects 99. No. No. And Peach could go around the outside here.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh,
big
no.
crash! EP is it the what?
Side
effects. He's out of the race.
Oh, I got that as well, by the way, but...
Oh, EP is it the curb? Oh, that's so unlucky there for side effects 99.
I've got that weird sound glitch where the cars sound really sort of deep and...
Yeah, it's because you were spectating side effects when he crashed. Yeah, Jason keeps disconnecting, so I don't think we're going to have Jason back into this lobby. Unfortunately.
Hang on a minute, Fredster's only 15 seconds behind Jack Hopwood now. And I think Fredster's pitted again as well, hasn't he? So... These tyres... Ah, he's got 2 penalties though. Yeah. Around about 10 minutes,
yeah,
or
20
about
now.
10 to 15 minutes left in this race.
Jason's still trying to get back in the lobby.
So 15.4 between... I think Fredster's is catching Jack Hopwood by quite a lot. Oh no, it's 15.8, he's putting away, my mistake. Jack Hopwood's been on these inters since... Well, since it started raining, hasn't he? Oh no, he hasn't.
Yeah.
No, Jack Hopwood's pitted last lap, that's why he was so close to...
Oh.
The lap before last. That's why he was so close.
So yeah,
Everyone's looking pretty split up now. There's actually
so Fusion.
nothing.
Let's do our weekly analysis of the helmets of all the drivers that are still into the lobby. So we have got the incredible Jack Hotwood. What's your opinion on his helmet here in Malaysia?
Pretty plain. It stands out against the McLaren Honda livery, but yeah, not too sure about the colour choices of the black, white, and blue. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's my taste.
I think it's quite nice.
Oh, is Frez coming in again?
Frez is coming into the pit lane, so let's have a look at his helmet. What's his helmet like, Fusion? What do you reckon?
I prefer this a lot more. This stands out even more than Jack Hotwood's. In a very bright blue and bright red. Yeah, I'm
I
a big
quite
fan
like
of
it.
that.
It's nice. Quite bright with the red and blue and all of that. And we might actually have a battle now, so this is decent. Dennis VKK.
Leopard bike, hang on. Is he pitted?
Nicking Perez's helmet. No, it's Hulkenberg's, isn't it?
Hang on. Dennis VKK, yeah?
27, so it's Hulkenberg's, isn't it?
Yes.
Hulkenberg does have a nice helmet. Hulkenberg does have quite a nice helmet.
Yeah, he has a nice helmet.
Give that 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
EPT. What's his helmet like?
No, I've just got a dirty mind, sorry. But EPT.
Short Fusion. EPT.
Yeah, I like that. I really like
Nice,
EPT's
yeah.
helmet.
It's on the curb a little bit there as well, so you need to try and get back into. Jason's in the lobby anymore. Jammy. He's actually got the same helmet as me.
Jammy.
So what do you reckon of Jammy? It's actually the same helmet as me.
Yeah,
Exactly
I mean,
the same.
sort of ties in the Red Bull. Kind of. I mean, you probably should have gone a bit more sort of bold with the colours, because dark purple is dark and black is really dark. It doesn't necessarily sort of show both the colours. I mean, at a distance it would just look like a completely black helmet, but But I think my favourite helmet is STB Verstappen's, who Jack Hotwood is coming out to lap at the moment. Although he's not in the race, but I think he's got quite. It fits in perfectly with the Force India, which I think he might have tried to do. But yeah, I quite like that. Got Leopard bike in P2 as well. 20.7 behind the lead, but he's only got 6 laps left. He's going to have to catch him by at least 3 seconds a lap, which I can't see happening anytime soon.
So then, Dennis VKK versus the
Fredster.
Fredster. Who's going to get a podium in this race?
Depends on penalties. Does Dennis VKK have
That's kind of
penalties?
true.
Wait, Dennis VKK got a stop-go.
Did he?
That was on lap 1, so he must have
No
stopped
penalties
by
for
now.
Dennis
No
VKK.
penalties there.
No
So
penalties whatsoever.
the Fredster are much
Fredster's
fresher
got about
tyres
6
though.
seconds.
So he's got to get in front of Dennis VKK and pull out at least 6 seconds. Which with 5 laps left, he's got to do at least a second and a half a lap, or 1.2 seconds I'd say. A lap. It looks like we've got blue skies as well. I think it's stopped raining. I think it's stopped raining.
Yeah,
We've
it
got
stopped raining.
blues. I think I saw some blue skies going down into turn 1 maybe. The sky's definitely getting a lot lighter though. Yeah, look, blue skies there. Wow.
So,
Could Fredster got a
Fusion.
little Dave dive up the inside?
Nope.
Oh, Dennis has gone wide. Now can we see Fred's to go for the cutback? Yes. Going for a much wider line, which gives him better traction out of turn 2. Traction going around turn 3 is really, really tight. Oh, Dennis VKK's got a poor run. Up the inside, Dennis. Oh. Was there a bit of contact there?
Dennis VKK around the outside. He's done a good defensive move there, but Fraser going to try and get above the action. Dennis on the curb. Fraser then around the outside, and he's done it. Fraser dropping to P3.
So now Fraser's got to go absolutely flat out without getting another penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, is it Leopard bike in P2, 18.7 seconds. And I think he was catching Jack Hopwood, but not by enough. Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with Fredster though. So it looks like he's already pulled out at least half a second just in the middle sector alone. Dennis VKK, when did he go on to them?
I will check now.
So definitely, he's been on them since lap
6.
No, he's been on these inters now. He's been on these since lap 13, 14.
Oh, right.
So
yeah.
14 laps
yeah,
on a set of
on.
inters. He's pushing it.
It looks like the track is drying up, so we may be having a slick period. Like you said, Fusion, you know, you're calling it brilliantly this race.
I mean, could it be worth the gamble of going on to... I think I just saw somebody going in the pits as well.
Yeah.
Howdy. Howdy.
So there was a few issues with my mic. Apologise.
I thought you just got posted.
So yeah,
Fres has gone wide. Going wide again.
I'm looking for Jack Hopwood. Comes into the pit now.
I mean, he can afford to. I think. I don't know. If he came in, he'd still be behind Leopard bike, but I think the pit loss is about 23 seconds, 22 seconds around here.
Yeah, so be enough. Looking very smooth right now.
Yeah, what a Leopard bike. I mean, he's catching Jack Hopwood. So if they're side by side, he would definitely overtake Jack Hopwood, but there's 18 seconds in between them, so it looks like Jack Hopwood's pretty safe for this victory.
Fredster considered that. Fusion, I don't know if you see him, but Fredster considered going into the pit lane, and he's made a big mistake now.
Yeah, Dennis VKK.
Dennis is right on the back of him.
We go for a late lunge around the outside. He has.
He's going to try it. But
go for the cutback.
That tighter line as well.
And took pretty similar lines into turn 2, which is a bit interesting. Oh, Dennis VKK going wide.
Definitely see the dry line as well, Fusion.
Yeah. It's completely stopped raining now. Spray's getting a lot better. But it's around 69 minutes into the stream of it. But we could see, is it worth going on to the softs? As you might as well just stay out and suffer on the insides, because you're losing 22 seconds guaranteed, or at least 20 seconds minimum if you pit. But will you lose 20
seconds? It looks like Fredster has got back the gap he had over Dennis VKK. It's all about penalties, as he said, Fusion, so Fredster might lose the podium.
Dennis VKK is quite far behind now, so it's about a second and a half, 2 seconds. That's a 38.9. 13, yeah, he's a second behind, but I think it's just at least another second there, because that's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's worth going on to the softs now. Dennis VKK. He's going on to the softs. Don't see why he would do that, because he has guaranteed podium there, but... yeah, I don't know why he's done that.
Could still work out. Could still work.
It could, but now he's got to overtake another car in between them. Is that EPT?
Have to see how he does. Yeah, looks like Fredster got this in the bag. They still spray coming off the tyres as well, off Fredster's tyres.
38.4. Can you check if EPT's got any penalties, please?
EPT. He's only had one warning throughout the whole race.
Alright, so if Fredster struggles, EPT's not that far. Oh, he's just gone wide as soon as I say that, so never mind.
You know, this looks pretty good for Dennis right now. The track is bone dry. There's no spray coming off. There's no spray I can't see on my screen coming off Dennis's tyres right now.
Neither can I, but it still looks a bit
bit slippery.
Yeah.
Jack Hotwood in the pits.
Oh, why would you do that? There's 2 laps left. You're not going to lose 10 seconds every lap.
Leopard bike into the pit lane. So, first and second.
No. Well, I personally would have stayed out on the inters because you're not going to lose 10 seconds.
Fred starts, have a look. Brester also goes into the pits.
What about EPT?
Is EPT going to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is good. Oh, this could mean Dennis VKK. If it's got to stay on board with Dennis VKK, because that means that he could have jumped the Fredster. Let's go see where Fredster is at the moment. Yeah, I think Dennis VKK's jumped.
Going to be really, really close. He's definitely going to jump.
Oh, look at
EPT,
this.
we go. They're going to be side by side into turn 1.
He's gone deep. Oh, wow, he's lucky he ghosted there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fredster up into P3. So he's in P3 there, but remember, penalties could play a factor.
It looks like the ghosting's worked really kind of against Fredster there, because if the Fredster did take out Dennis, he would have been at least 6 seconds behind. It would have negated the effects of his penalties.
Yeah.
So I think I might as well stay on board with this battle, to be fair, until the last lap when we go back on board with Jack Hotwood. So. Back on board with Jack Hotwood in second. Let's compare Dennis VKK's middle section.
DRL, Jason has a puncher. DRL Jason, puncher.
Does he?
Yep.
Doesn't look like it on my screen. He's still going full speed, so.
I'm so confused.
Oh,
Game
look at the wear. You can see the wear on them inters actually.
But no, Jack Hotwood has drove an incredible Grand Prix here in Malaysia. Fusion, what's your opinion on Jack Hotwood's race this evening?
Yeah, I mean, him starting on the mediums massively helped him at the start. Because whilst everyone else had to pit because they're on the softs and their tyre life was gone, he could just stretch his mediums out and go straight onto the intermediates, which has helped him. That's 100% the winning factor for him. So well done to us. Have a look back at Fredster and... yeah, no. Fredster's... I don't know, actually. It's a stay on board Jack Hawk for the
No,
final section.
I think Dennis VKK could still get the podium.
Yeah.
So, Jack Hotwood here in Malaysia. What a performance from the championship leader. It's definitely put him in a good position.
100%.
Get the title. Fusion, you predicted that Jack Hotwood would win the Malaysia Grand Prix. And he's done just that. Jack Hotwood wins the Malaysian Grand Prix live from Sepang. An incredible performance there. Second will be Leopard Bike. He's doing those weaving. He's very happy with that podium. Another podium for Leopard Bike. He's into P number 2. Let's have a look now. Fredster, is he going to keep that podium?
No. Well, it depends if Dennis VKK's got a penalty. Which
we're going to find out.
He has.
Fredster across the line.
VKK.
Provisional P3. Is Dennis going to get the podium? Yes, he is. Dennis VKK up into P3. Great performance there from Dennis, keeping it nice and clean.
Must have been close between the Fredster and EPT. Oh, unless EPT has a penalty. Which he didn't.
If if Dennis, because Dennis has got some mic issues. If he hasn't got a mic, we are going to interview Fredster.
Okay.
Okay. Leopard Bike and Jack, if you like to include your audio, obviously, you can have a quick interview and then. So, your classification for the Season 9 GP2 Division Malaysian Grand Prix is: first is Jack Hotwood, a very well-deserved win for him. Second is another podium for Leopard Bike 45. Third is Dennis VKK. Fourth is the Fredster 332. Fifth is EPT. Sixth is Jamie James M. Seventh is DRL Jason 91. And the non-finishers are STB Verstappen 33, Typhon Killer,
Side Effects,
and the Mercedes of Side Effects 99. So, thank you for watching this incredible Malaysian Grand Prix. It's been very interesting. I don't think we actually are going to interview the Fredster. It wouldn't be very fair, actually, saying that. So, Dennis has still got mic issues. So, unfortunately, we won't be interviewing him. But I'm sure he's very happy with his performance here today and getting that podium.
Go on, Melody. Melody. Oh no, Melody's lagged out. Oh dear. Anyway, I'll just ask you like a simple question. That how big of an effect do you think strategy had today, like in terms of like going on to the tyres at the right time? And so Leopard Bike, if you want to answer first.
It played a big part, as I found out.
Yeah.
So I think I was seeing people on the wrong tyres at the wrong time.
Yeah, it was still quite a lot like that.
Yeah. Just because they didn't want to waste time making an extra pit stop.
Yeah.
So I was breezing past a few of those when I was on the inters.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
And yeah. Did play a big part.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Hotwood, is it much the same?
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, having a bad qualifying was a blessing in disguise, because starting on the medium tyre meant that could go much longer into the rain period, when other people were being forced to pit way too early onto the inters because the slots were running out. Great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, other than the rain and some poor strategy decisions from people, it was a pretty boring race, not gonna lie. There's some decent battles.
I mean,
well, yeah, Jack. Good win.
Yeah,
not really. I don't really feel like I deserved it. I mean, there were definitely some much quicker drivers in that race. It's just I got really lucky with my strategy.
Well, it's just luck. know, it's just about, well, sometimes it's just all about luck, and you got it today, Jack. So,
You basically did like a repeat of me last night. So,
in my opinion, you do
Pretty
deserve the win, but obviously you can have a different opinion. But no, Jack and Leopard, well done on your podium. Well done also to Dennis VKK on his third place, and he's very happy with that result, I'm sure. But no, thank you for joining me and Fusion for round 16 of the GP2 division in season 9. I don't have the best of turnouts this week, but I will repeat like I did in Singapore. It is because of exam season. It's the prime time for exams, juniors. So that is, unfortunately, we're not getting very good turnouts. But next week should be a better week, as it's the kind of like final week for exams. America should be very good. So stay patient with us. We're going to bring you even better action from the STB Racing League. But thank you ever so much for watching this GP2 Malaysian Grand Prix. Great win for Jack Hotwood, and good podium for Leopard Bike. Fusion, any final conclusions of this race?
no. I'll see you next week.
Okay. Well, join Jack Hotwood, and possibly, well, I will find a co-commentator. No, you've got a co-commentator, Jack. I forgot. So yeah, join Jack Hotwood and Jamie next week for the F1 Division Japanese Grand Prix, and join me and possibly Fusion again, but it might be Callum. I don't know. Fusion might be back with me. I don't know, but yeah, join. I'll repeat again. Join Jack and Jamie for next week's F1 Division Japanese Grand Prix, and me and Fusion possibly for next week. For the Japanese Grand Prix in the GP2 division.